Ball in the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
A symbol of what may happen Sunday at Judgment Day. It is hair versus hair, Angle versus Edge.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
You have to ask the question, does Chris Jericho have Triple H's number? Jericho has a knack of picking his spots. But Sunday, Jericho will be in a whole new world, a whole new atmosphere when he meets Triple H, hell in a cell.
But as we know, Chris Jericho does not have a confidence problem at all. He's extremely positive and confident, and I just don't get it. He's never been in one of these cells, and he's going in there against the Cerebral Assassin who's experienced in a cell.
Chris Jericho proved last week when he took out Triple H with a steel chair, the walls of Jericho, a steel collection box, that Jericho can more than hold his own with the game. But inside this cell, there will be casualties. There will be pain. There will be suffering. There will be blood. And that man will go through a battle he's never experienced before.
You think you know me,
Well, absolutely. Anytime you hear those words, hell in a cell, you know there'll be pain and suffering.
Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, weighing in at 241 pounds,
Angle beating Edge with that clump of hair that Angle took earlier on. There's no one hotter in the WWE right now than this man Edge. And Edge now gonna wait for his partner. Edge taking it to Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho in this matchup.
Big mistake by Edge. That's 2-on-1, right? There you go. The Wolves will attack. Run with the pass will get left behind. Oh, the game!
Well, the emotion got the better of Edge, but here comes Triple H, who told Edge put our differences aside until tomorrow. We've got work to do tonight.
Well, that's why Triple H is a genius when it comes to this business. He and Edge, they ain't got any love lost. And, you know, Edge had some real nasty comments to the game. But the game knows we got some unfinished business. Let's take care of Angle.
The game dropped it. Kurt Angle ripped first out of the barricade. And as Edge takes it to Jericho inside the ring. Again, this matchup with huge implications heading toward Judgment Day Sunday on pay-per-view. And Edge with the chops to Chris Jericho. Make no mistake about it. It is all about Pride Sunday when Edge and Angle meet in that hair versus hair match, Taz. Make no mistake about it. Nobody wants to go bald come Sunday.
Yeah, there'll be a barber chair set up in the arena, and immediately after you lose the match, you get shaved bald.
It's going to be a wild night Sunday. It's been a wild night tonight. Reluctant tag between Triple H and Edge as Triple H hammers away on Chris Jericho. They are inside a ring. They will be on Sunday as well. The only difference between Sunday and tonight, there's going to be a steel cell 20 feet high surrounding the ring with a roof on. Oh! And Triple H knocks into that. Needed the fix.
There are 2 tons of steel around Triple H and Jericho come Judgment Day Sunday, and those cells are career killers for sure.
Edge in off the tag, and anybody wondering if Edge and Triple H can get along. So far tonight, they've worked well as a team as Kurt Angle delivers the right hands now to Edge. These two meet at Judgment Day. Hair versus hair, Sunday on pay-per-view.
Can you picture Angle with a bald head?
Can you picture Edge with a bald head?
No, we've seen a preview of that before. And last week on SmackDown.
Oh, look at this! Oh, suplex off the top rope by Kurt Angle.
I mean, unreal.
And Angle into the cover, hook of the leg, 2, and Triple H saves the matchup for his team.
A humongous belly-to-belly suplex off the top rope. Angle is, there's only one Kurt Angle, he's amazing.
But yet again, Taz, no tag was ever made there, but Jericho into the matchup. And take another look at the athletic ability of
Look at
Kurt
this
Angle.
throw, wow. Hey, Cole, I've done a lot of suplexes in my day. I ain't never never done one that high off the top.
Oh, what a shot to the back of the head by Chris Jericho. Yanking Edge by the back of the hair, and it may be impossible next week on SmackDown. Edge may not have any hair.
Yeah, we call him Edge Shinehead. Edge Head Shinehead.
Here's Kurt Angle and off the tag. The game Triple H wants it as well. And I'll tell you, one thing we've learned about Jericho and Kurt Angle in recent weeks is these two function well as a team.
No doubt they both have similar passions. They both have tons of passion, and they both feel they've been, screwed around a little bit around here.
And belly to belly by Angle stops the momentum that was building for Edge. And now Kurt Angle starting to bait Triple H, taunting the game.
Oh, the game, the game wants some Angle, but the game wants some of that man coming in right now, Chris Jericho.
Well, Chris Jericho, though, he wants some of the game as well, Taz. Chris Jericho has not been the same ever since Triple H took the undisputed title from Jericho at WrestleMania.
Jericho,
went for the lion, saw nobody home, and now Edge may have his opening to try to make a tag to Triple H.
Angle and Jericho have isolated and cut the ring off from Edge, but right now, Edge has got a great opportunity to tag in the game.
Whoever makes a tag here could be the turning point of the matchup. There's the tag to Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle into the ring, and once again, stops Edge from making to his partner.
Not that easy. The match sense of Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist. The man knows his way around the ring, Cole.
Continues to take shots at the back of the neck, the back of the head of Edge. And here's Chris Jericho in off the tag. Nice snap suplex. And Chris Jericho again. A suplex yet again to Edge.
Absolutely. He's hitting those verticals, floating over. Probably going for a third here. Oh, nice.
Chris Jericho floats over, hook of the leg, and a kick out by Edge. Remember the Hell in a Cell, Taz. Inside the ring, you win by defeating your opponent 1, 2, 3, or your opponent can't continue, which is a distinct possibility considering you're locked up inside that steel cell, a cell that when flesh hits it almost immediately cuts the skin.
Oh, no doubt, absolutely. The Hell in a Cell, we've said it time and time again, we can't explain with words how dangerous that steel is. Covered around the ring, Jericho and Triple H will tear each other apart come Sunday.
And Edge trying to battle back desperately against Triple H. Knocks him off the second rope. And Edge trying desperately to get back into the matchup.
If Edge can hit a move here.
Oh, and a missile drop kick off the second rope. Both men down, center of the ring.
Edge needs to crawl over and get Triple H in that ring. Triple H is fresh. Triple H is burning a hole in Angle because he knows Jericho's probably going to try and make the tag to Angle. And the game wants some of both of them.
Game like a caged lion wants in this matchup. Edge crawling toward his corner. Jericho crawling to Angle as well, and here comes Kurt Angle. And Angle just knocked Edge into Triple H for the tag. And here comes the game.
The game's coming, baby, with that smash mouth style.
The next for Chris Jericho. Kurt Angle on Dream Street, whipped off the ropes. Here's Triple H, and a smooth buster with authority.
He might have him.
Hook of the leg. Jericho nails his own partner.
Backfired.
The cerebral assassin picking apart Angle and Jericho.
Well, the game's getting a chance to soften up Jericho for that Hell in a Cell.
To Jericho. Kick to the midsection.
Pedigree.
Triple H set Jericho up for the pedigree and Angle from behind. And now the double team by the ever opportunist Angle and Jericho. Edge he's hurt outside the ring. Edge is Triple H's partner, and he's hurt outside the ring. But a double knockdown for Triple H.
Triple H ain't got no quitting him. Here comes Edge. We got to wonder if Edge has got some fire left in him here.
But is he 100%? And perhaps that answers the question.
I guess he is.
The double clothesline. Edge with a chop to the chest of Jericho.
Edge is picking up the intensity.
Jericho fell right into that one. The slingshot on the top rope.
Right over the top rope, right in front of us, Jericho.
But Angle from behind, and Kurt Angle went for the Angle slam. Edge countered. Goes Angle.
That half-Nelson face slam.
And look at Jericho. And a spear by Edge.
His Edge is looking great, man. He's looking hot.
And Kurt Angle, though, with the Angle slam. The Angle slam to Edge.
There's the game. He's going for the pedigree.
And Triple H into the ring. And the pedigree. The pedigree to Angle.
Cerebral Assassin's going to have it.
The cover. And Jericho breaks up the 3 count. Triple H had this matchup won, but chaos here in Montreal.
Chaos is an understatement, Cole, and the game is hunting down Jericho.
Jericho in all kinds of trouble. Oh! Triple H on the steel post, head first. And Jericho continues the assault as the referee tries to separate Jericho. And referee Mike Chioda sandwiched between the barricade and Y2J.
Both men over the top, they're in the audience now.
Triple H and Jericho continue this battle out in the crowd.
I'll tell you, Taz, Sunday is going to be hard to battle in the crowd because these two men are going to be locked inside that steel cell.
Absolutely, they'll be locked up like two animals, just the way the game, and Y2J won it.
Yeah, once you get in that cell, it's nearly impossible to get out. And Triple H and Jericho battle in the back.
But right now, this Edge is cooking on all cylinders, man. He gave Angle a little taste of his own medicine.
Taking one out of Angle's strategy book.
Edge is telling Angle to get up. He might be trying for the spear.
Steel chair, thundering off the skull of Edge.
Edge was just a little too aggressive, and it just bit him on the butt.
That steel chair tracking the skull of Edge and Kurt Angle.
Angle probably should went for the cover there.
Kurt Angle looking to inflict more
Punishment, oh yeah!
Slam.
This has got to be the end.
And here's the cover. There's two. And it's over. Kurt Angle beats Edge. And if that happens Sunday, Edge will be bald.
Chris Jericho.
Well, there's no way in hell Edge was going to kick out of a chair shot to the head and the Angle slam.
Kurt Angle with that clump of Edge's hair. If Angle beats Edge Sunday, Edge will be bald.
It's just a